Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 4 on Project Noah. Alright, so again, we are back at site, and today I'm happy to share with you the progress of work made so far. In view as a 3D representation. A 3D gives you a pictorial view of how your house should look like when it is completed, and therefore it is mandatory that an architect who design your blueprint should come up with a 3D so you can appreciate your house and what you have paid for. So please contact Mr. Jonathan Tete, who is my fine architect. He's a beautiful architect and he is well established. They have a big company. If you need a surveyor, if you need a structural engineer, if you need a site inspection, if you need a permit, if you need a land, you can still contact Mr. Jonathan and he will assist you. So this is an 8-bedroom house in total. Okay, we have 5-bedroom house as the main house, 2 boys quarters, and then the roof terrace, which is a 1 room on the roof terrace. That is where you can do your relaxation, go there, have a chit chat. And this is the main gate. This is how the main gate have been designed. Okay, all by Jonathan Tete. Contact the numbers on your screen and you will thank me later. So again, we are at site. Our materials are ready. The team is working steadily. Our DPMs are being cut and laid into the trenches. Okay, we are going to cast the foundation concrete. Okay, it is important that we take note of all these processes. And so at the end of the day, the quality of work is achieved. Okay, the quality of work is achieved. We have our poly tank, we have extra poly tank, because the main poly tank that I provide in the estimate, usually when the water is flowing, it doesn't come with enough pressure. And so during the day of construction, as you can see, we've had extra tanks to do that. These are waterproof chemicals. Okay, there are 2 categories. This is the Neo Vitalia. This is an ancient waterproof, so quality, so good. Okay, and there's another type. This is going to prevent the clay from having effect on the concrete. We're going to mix it with the water and then mix it with the concrete during the processing. Okay, and so it is important to be aware of what you are doing. Okay, even the mixing of the waterproof chemical, you need to have knowledge about it so that you know how many cups you need to get in order to mix with water, how many gallons you need to get. You cannot just pour it into the drum. No. You need to measure it so that you can get its quality output. You understand? The size of the project is what you see on the screen. 153 feet, 0.54. That's 153.54 feet as against 88.435 feet. Okay, it comes in millimeter, meters, and in feet. Okay, this is a huge project. And yes, I'm really happy that I was given the opportunity. There are a lot of people out there who actually have emulated me, but again, na boss, na boss. Na boss. So we are all doing well. Everybody is doing well, and I believe that whoever you see deemed fit for your project, you can reach out to the person, and collectively we can all change the narrative in building a house in Ghana. Okay, yes. So yes, source for the right people to do the right job for you. Okay, so this is a house under construction. We are building this 8-bedroom house in Ghana, or building a house in Ghana. Okay, I'm saying this because it's important to mention it. A lot of people ask me, why are you building this house? I'm again saying it because I don't know if they didn't watch the video or I don't know what they watch. Okay, again, someone asked me, Mr. Bright, how can I contact you? Whilst my number is right there on the screen. He will ask me, Mr. Bright, how can I reach you? But my number is right there. Okay, so I don't know which video they watched though. Okay, so again, I'm stressing on it. We are building this house in Ghana. Building this has a construction of an 8-bedroom house in Ghana. In episode 3, you saw us doing the blinding and then the pillar settings. Okay, so all the pillar settings done. We laid the DPM and everything. Today, we are doing what we call the trench casting, which is a foundation concrete casting. And so we're going to pour concrete in all the trenches. And to do so, we need to ensure that the DPMs have been laid throughout. In fact, the concrete shouldn't have contact with the soil. Not on the edges though, but at least from the bottom. Because no matter what, we want to avoid any water that will engulf from the bottom all the way up. And so we are protecting it right from the bottom. The essence of the DPM you must understand, because once you don't understand the essence of the importance of DPM, then you buying it is have been defeated. Okay, the purpose has been defeated, because you can lay the DPM and don't know what it is, so you can do whatever you want to do to the DPM. No. Understand the importance of DPM. What are capillary actions? You understand? Yeah, what is dampness? All of these should be understood by the team. So prior to the construction, we have to hold what we call a toolbox talk, where you brief or debrief the team on what we are doing, so they understand that, okay, this is the importance of this, and that is why we are doing this. And so when you see things not aligned properly, this is what I have to do to make sure that the DPM falls in line. You understand? Everybody is aware before we begin to lay the blocks. You can see the iron rod, as I said, 6 rod in a stirrup. Okay, 6 rod in a stirrup. It is important to take note. Quality of work is what I do. Okay, the quality of work is what I do. As he's hitting this, they will put a spirit level in there to check if everything is on point. Because if you say this is just a foundation concrete and it's not level, it's going to affect the block work. Meaning that the mortar bedding in certain areas will be thicker than other areas, which of course will not help. Mortar bedding should be even all across board. You understand? So you can achieve equilibrium at the top, which we call the top level. You understand? To achieve a top level, make sure that the mortar beddings are even. Masons are different kinds of masons. One mason at A, one at B, one at C. The way at which they will scoop the mortar will be different. By the end of the day, they are grid line. When they draw their rope, they should achieve the same top level. You understand? So one block will not be higher than the other. It is important to take note of that. Okay, so this construction of an 8-bedroom house in Ghana, I was called upon by a subscriber, and through that we spoke, did a video call, and then finally I linked him up to Jonathan. Jonathan designed the house for him, and then finally he came to me. I prepared the estimate, and voila, this is where I am now. Okay, and I must be grateful to the Almighty God, to the universe, for giving me such an opportunity. I only started with my own house, and through my house, He has opened another door for me. Why? Because of my honesty, my transparency, my sincerity, and I've stayed true to the core. Okay, we've had ups and downs. It is part of every upcoming business. You understand? You will go through a lot of tribulations, and through that you have to stay focused. You have to be consistent, and once you do that, you triumph over all the circumstances. You understand? Yes, you triumph once you know what you're doing is right. My artisans out there, you will still have some bad ones in there. And so with time, I have to eliminate one and bring in another person, just so I fine-tune all of them to be able to, speak the same mindset that I have, to be able to understand the vision that I carry, because this is someone else's hard-earned money. Someone have worked so hard and given me their sweat, and so it must be protected. Okay, their hard-earned money must be protected, and that is why I am so keen on who I put on a project. Who should be the mason? Who should be the foreman? Do they have the same vision? You understand? This is why I am very particular about who I post on the channel. And I have grown from the time that I opened the channel up until now. Before, I used to post everybody on the channel. I post a carpenter, I post a mason, and all of that. And people will come and say, Brian, this person came to my house. The next day, I'm calling him, his phone is off. I get all these calls all the time. Oh, I'm trying to call your carpenter, he's not answering. I'm trying to reach your mason, the phone is off. I don't want to entertain all those calls anymore. And so I put my number here. If you need any of the artisans, you just let me know. You don't even have to call me. Just text me, Mr. Brian, please, I need a carpenter. And then I will give you a carpenter, and then I will make sure that he's there. You understand? That is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to safeguard myself and you as a client so that you don't give me a bad name. So, I contacted your carpenter and he did not get back to me. Maybe he's busy. Maybe he's got so much. Maybe he might have even forgotten. All you have to do is follow back. You understand? A lot of people don't know how to follow back on issues. Mr. Bright, I placed a call to one of your clients or one of your artisans, and he told me he's going to call me back, and it's over 2 weeks now. I've not heard from him. But you can call back. Maybe, like I said, he might have forgotten. You understand? That is important. So let us take clue of all of this. And to avoid all of that, I just put my number there. Before, I don't even put my number on the channel. It is all about my artisans. I promote them all the time. I promote all my artisans. If you watch my previous videos up before, about maybe 6 months ago, I was posting all the artisans. You understand? Until I realized that some of them were going to give me problems. And so I decided to change it. I just change a few dynamics into the administration. I provided my number here so you can reach out to me. You're not going to give me any money though. All you have to do is ask me a question and I'll give you an answer. Okay, so trench casting is taking place, I believe, episode 5. We will see the completion of the foundation trench casting, and then we'll proceed to the footings block work. From me to you, shalom. God bless you. Bye bye.